Hi, I'm Corey, founder of Neuron. Every no-show is a paid slot that vanishes. Let me show you the custom AI scheduling agent we built. It confirms, reminds, and fills cancellations from your waitlist, and it stays safe. Let me show you the quietest leak in your practice and the custom AI agent we build to seal it. Here's the moment it costs you. A patient cancels at 8 in the morning for an 11 o'clock slot, and that chair you already paid a staff, light, and equip is now sitting empty. But your front desk is buried. They're checking out 3 people and answering 2 lines, so nobody works the wait list until lunch. And here's the brutal part. The demand to fill that slot usually exists. What's missing is the human capacity to act in the 30-minute window that matters. So the chair stays empty, and the cost isn't one discounted visit, it's the full margin of that hour. By the time someone gets to it, the window's closed. That chair didn't have no demand, it just had no one free to act in time. Here's exactly what fixes that. An AI scheduling and no-show recovery agent is software that confirms, reminds, reschedules, and the instant a slot opens, refills it from your waitlist before the day leaks revenue. Let me walk you through it on one real appointment. There's a booking tomorrow, so the agent reaches out ahead of time to confirm the patient is still coming. The patient replies, and the agent handles it in your voice. If they confirm, the slot is marked solid. If they need to move, it offers real open times and rebooks on the spot. Now the headline job. The moment that slot opens, a cancellation, a reschedule, a no-show, the agent matches it against your waitlist by your rules and offers it to the best fit patients. The first to accept is booked straight into your real calendar. The chair that was about to sit empty stays filled in minutes, not never. That is the whole game. Now, why custom built? Because a generic reminder app bolts the same rigid template onto every practice and refills nothing. Your schedule is yours. A med spa fills a 90-minute laser slot differently than a dental office fills a 30-minute hygiene gap. The matching rules, the voice, the system you book into, a real agent is shaped around them. Here's how the options actually compare. We connect it to the booking system you already use, encode your matching rules with your team, and run it for you. It reads and writes real appointments, so your front desk sees one source of truth, not a second silo. It is managed and tuned, not handed over. Who wins the most with this? Anywhere fixed overhead meets a calendar that leaks. Dental clinics, where a canceled crown or implant consult would otherwise sit empty for an afternoon, and hygiene recalls quietly slip. Med spas, where a long, high-ticket treatment block makes a single cancellation expensive, and demand for popular providers fills an opening fast. Salons, where a midday no-show is almost impossible to fill by hand before the next client arrives. And clinics, where multi-provider schedules and eligibility rules mean a slot should only ever be offered to a patient who actually fits. Now, the part most vendors stay vague about, how it learns. Here's the honest version, because it's the whole reason one agent keeps filling chairs and another gets switched off. First, what it is not. It does not secretly retrain a model on your patient data. What it actually does is concrete, and it's designed to get sharper at your schedule the more you use it. 3 loops. Your corrections become reusable examples it follows. Outcomes drive human-approved playbook revisions, and errors tighten the guardrails. You correct it once, a human approves the change, and it remembers, favoring the patient your front desk would have chosen. That's why this is a managed service, not software you configure once and abandon. It gets better at your calendar every single week. Which brings up the question every serious owner asks before they let anything message their patients. Is it safe? We engineer for that from day one. A human stays in the loop on everything that matters. The agent handles the confirmations, the reminders, and the waitlist match. But a conflict, a no good fit, or a confused patient is handed to your front desk with full context, never a booked guess. Safety isn't a setting we bolt on at the end. It's three things built into the core: guardrails that keep it in its lane, a human in the loop, and real security. Patient data handled with consent and opt outs, isolated per practice, never pooled. Before you buy anything, ours included, ask every vendor these 5 questions. They separate an agent that fills chairs from an expensive experiment. Does it write to your real calendar? Does it escalate cleanly instead of booking a guess? Are the matching and messaging rules yours? Is it managed and tuned? And is the promise honest, or sold as a magic fix that replaces your front desk? Then follow the one rule that beats any feature list. Start narrow. Point it at your single most painful scheduling gap, usually waitlist autofill. Run it 30 days and watch one number: recovered slots. Prove that, then widen it to reminders, intake, or the front desk. So here's the real difference this makes. Not in theory, but in your day. Before, chairs sit empty, cancellations leak quietly, and you find out when the month comes up short. After, confirmations going out on time, openings refilling themselves from the wait list, and a schedule that heals fast instead of bleeding. A fuller schedule, less front desk chasing, and the recovered revenue that was quietly walking out the door every week. That's the custom AI scheduling and no-show recovery agent. It confirms, reminds, reschedules the at-risk, autofills cancellations from your waitlist, escalates anything sensitive to a person, learns from your corrections, and keeps your patient data yours. We build it for your booking system, and we run it for you. If you want to see one built on your own, picture life after the system. Every call answered, every lead booked, and your team finally free for the work only people can do. That's Neuron. Let's build yours.